Hello, welcome back on this new video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can get a notification whenever I upload a new content. In this video, I'm going to talk. I'm going to build actually, a dashboard, a sales dashboard from scratch, right? So the data set actually is the data looks like, right? So that's the data set that we are going to use here. Okay. So we have all these items in the data set, right? I'm going to actually attach this data set. I'm going to link it up here to this in my YouTube channel, so that if you want, for anyone that wants to follow actually what is being done here, you can just go ahead, download the data, and then follow along with actually with me. Okay, so let me close this data set here. We already have it here loaded in my Tableau. Okay, the data set is right here in Tableau, and we can just go ahead and go to the sheet. So this is here. Clearly you can see how it looks. These are the different fields here. Okay, the various fields, okay, and so on. So I don't want to actually take time in exploring the data set, stuff like that. Okay, it's just in a single Excel sheet. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start first of all, we're going to start designing the KPIs. Okay, we start designing the KPIs, and then we are going to go ahead with the visual part of it, and then build up our dashboard. So that's actually the roadmap, the KPIs, the visualizations, the graph if you want to, and then the dashboard. Okay, my first KPI is going to be the sales. Okay, the sales KPI. So I'm going to put here sales. Okay, I'm going to start with the sales here. That will be my first KPI. Okay, so we are going to first of all take the date. Okay, the order date. Let's pick the order date here, and then on the order date side, I just want to focus on the latest date. So say let's assume that the data set update like constantly, maybe daily or whatever, because this is sales data. Today, when data that you have today, tomorrow is going to be a new day. They're going to be comparing to like today. Yesterday data will be outdated. Okay, and then you have a new one, and so on. So the latest data actually, so meaning next year we are going to focus on like 2024 data instead of 2023. So 2023 will be previous year, and then 2024 will be the current date. So that's one way to. So to right now in this data set we have 2 years, right? We have 2016 and 17. I'm going to focus, the latest day here will be 2017. So I'm going to focus my data set, my study here on the latest, which is actually 2017. So what I'm going to do here is just to show filter, and then I'm going to filter this out to the latest date actually. So I'm going to focus on actually 2016, not everything, just 2016. Okay, ID card, that's what I'm trying to do here, ID card. Okay, the next thing I want to do, I want to focus on monthly data set here, monthly data actually. So I want to focus here on monthly. So we have the January 2017, February, but remember, right, whenever you are doing this, we have 2 different years here. Okay, we have a year that you have someone that should here just a month, and then we have another component here, okay, which is also year, quarter, and so on. That's how the year will be presented. So you will see actually the name and then the year. So the one at the bottom is the one you should choose when you want to have your data spread out like this, because sometimes it can be kind of a little bit confusing. So you should be mindful of that. The next thing I want to do here is just to bring the sales here. So my sales data is somewhere here. I'm going to put my sales data here, in my row side. So we have the sales, and then we have the monthly sales actually. Okay, in January you can clearly see what the sales looks like, in February of 2017, and so on, down to December 2017. All right, so the next thing I want to do here is to define a calculated field, right? And this will be based on a fixed level of detail. So I'm going to create here a calculated field. Okay, and I'm going to call this because we are working with sales, right? So I'm going to call this year to date. Okay, year to date sales actually. And year to date sales is going, okay, so this year to date sales is going to be, let me edit this. is going to be, based off, a fixed level of details, right? And I'm going to do a video on the different level of details, because we have fixed level of detail and then we have other level of detail. So I'm going to come up with a video on the different level of details, and then you will see how this goes. So over here I'm going to focus on, okay, a fix, right? I'm going to focus on the fixed level of details close. Okay, so that will be if. Okay, so my if clause here is going to be like if like the year, like the yearly date, the order, okay, the order date, that, okay, the year of the order date, okay, is equal to max, okay, year, okay, of the order date. Okay, what I want is to choose that the sales value, because I want to build a year-to-date sales, then sales. So that's actually what my level of detail is about. Let's end it and we should be fine. Okay, cool. So that's what we have here. So that's our fixed level of detail here, right? So if year of order date is equal to maximum year of order date, then sales. Okay, and then we want to end this fixed level of detail, which is very important, and then we can actually this and apply this. Now what I'm going to do is just to pick this so grab this, put it in on details. Okay, okay, something's off here. So some year-to-date sales, okay, we have it on details. So what I'm going to do is just to come down here and update it. So we have the sales. So what I want to do here is to actually change this and then to insert year-to-date, because I want to show actually my some year-to-date sales in actually over here, because I'm building a KPI, right? So I want to actually update this. Okay, and we can actually change the color and then put something like I should say something like a blue color. So I will change this color and put something in there like say let me see what I want to put as color. I could put like green. Okay, I could change this to green, or instead of Tableau light I'm going to make it Tableau bold. 15 is fine for now. Okay, I'm going to keep it 15 and then apply, and then that will be okay. So this is shown here, and then we have it here clearly, right? So now we know that whenever the data updates, say like I was saying, right, in 2018, if we were to have 2018 data, so the latest date will now be 2018. So year to date will be like 2018, right? If you come down to 2019, it's going to be 20 and so on up to 2023 and so on. So it's going to keep on updating as new data come in. So the next thing I want to do here is to actually I want to like compare, right, this year, okay, the year of the current year versus previous year. So I want to at any point in time compare what's going on this year comparing to like last year. Say in January, okay, January of 2017, I want to compare it to January 2016 and see if the sales are going down, up or down. The same thing with for every single month. So what I'm trying to do, so I already have a calculated field for this year, right? I need a calculated field for the previous year, which is 2016, and then try and get a percentage change between this year and then the previous year, which will be just a difference, right? A difference, so I need to first of all create previous year, and then get the percentage change of this year as compared to the previous year. So what I'm going to do here, I already have this year, right, the year-to-date sales. So I can simply just duplicate this one, right, and then change the name. So I can just edit, okay, edit this, and then we are going to change this name. This is going to be previous year. Okay, I will say previous year to date sales. Okay, then I'm going to remove this copy here. So previous year to date sales. Right now we can simply just reuse this. Okay, I can recycle this formula here, which one it says actually if the year of order date is actually equal to maximum year of order date, then take the sales, right? So I don't want to pick here the year of order date, but I want to pick the previous year. The previous will be the current year minus 1. Okay, so if we're in 2017 minus 1, that will be 2016. So that's what I'm going to do here. So that will be year order date, right, minus 1. It's going to give us the previous year. So that will be -1. So when you put -1 here, it's going to give you the previous year. Okay, so I can simply apply this and then end. So that will actually be the previous year to date sales. Now what I want from this actually is to get the difference, right? The difference, which will be actually the percentage change, percent change between the previous year and this year. So I'm going to create a calculated field here, a new calculated field. Okay, and then I'm going to call this simply percent change actually. So let me put in the percent change, right? I think that will be easier for me. Okay, we can call it like percent change, and that would be simply the percent change, right? That would be year to date sales, okay, minus previous year to date sales, and then I'm going to divide this. Okay, I'm going to divide this by previous year to date sales. So that will give me the percentage change between these two. So I'm going to use this like we did before. We're going to put this in the details. That's what I did earlier on, and the next thing I'm going to do here is to come down here to update this, right? Then come down here, go to the bottom, and then I'm going to insert actually my percent change value here, right? So I'm going to put it here, percent change, sum of percent change. I'm going to have it here. So I'm going to change it. Actually, let me center everything here. Okay, we're going to put everything at the center. Now I want to change this. Instead of having this color as green, I'm going to change this, okay, to something I should say lighter. Okay, and then instead of having this bold as well, I'm going to change it to this is fine. Okay, well, I'm going to make this tableau semi bold. Okay, I don't want to keep tables, tableau semi bold. Okay, this is fine, and the 15 might not be good, so I'm going to change this to something, say 12. I think 12 will be better. Okay, I want to have something different, and we can actually apply this, and then okay, so this is what we have here, right? So we have this percentage change, between this year and then the previous year. Now the next thing I'm gonna do here is to just do some little cosmetic here. So I'm going to hide this. Okay, this axis, I don't want to show this, so I'm going to hide the okay, I don't want to show this. I'm going to hide the header. I'm going to do the same thing as well here. Okay, we are going to hide this. The next thing I'm gonna do here, I want to show actually the the late I want to show here the labels here, but I want to focus on the last label. So what I'm going to do here instead is simply take the cells here and put it here in the label. Okay, and now I don't want to see all these labels, right? I just want to focus on the last value, which is actually December, the last value right here. So what I'm going to do is click on here and then say I want to focus on the most recent. Okay, so it's going to show me the most recent. The next thing I want to do, I want to change this not only in thousands but also in dollar. Okay, I'm going to format this. Okay, and then I'm going to change okay, I want to use this, and I want to use thousands. Okay, 14 in thousands. There's just like 14 million. I think it's not bad, because if I was to do it in millions, then that would be 14 millions. I think that might be fine, better that way. So over here I'm going to change this field, the field of sum of sales. Okay, I'm going to switch this to over here to thousands. That would be better. Okay, yeah, I think this is better. I do not want to have any decimal. That will be 0 decimal. This is fine, and then in dollar. Okay, so this, let me keep this standard actually automatic, this as well automatic. Okay, cool. So yes, so I have something similar over here in millions. It's 14 million. This like this is fine. Now the next thing I'm gonna do here is to just to change this and say this I want to put something like let me see the percent change over here. I want to okay, so over here actually let me double click this one. So this is like versus okay previous year. Okay, this is very important to know. This is versus previous year. Okay, Other than that, I think what I want to do here is actually to come up with the ticker sign, right? So let me close this. So the next thing is to change this right here, this metric, okay, this percent change into percentages actually. So we are going to change this, okay, this sum of percent change into percentages. So we have 5.04%, which is good. 2 decimal is fine. Yeah, so I'm going to keep it that way. All right, one less, and again, if I want, I can just remove the decimal and just keep, like, okay, so let me just remove the decimal here, maybe 0 decimal, which should be fine. So that's 5% here, comparing to last year. Okay, so the sales are up like 5%, right? Yeah, so now I'm going to bring up a ticker here to say, okay, if the sales are up like this right here, it's going to show upward, and then when the sales are down, it's going to show a down arrow, downward sales. So like I was saying, we are going to put the tickers, like the arrows, and over here, like you can clearly see that 5%, versus previous year, this is positive. So definitely we should have an arrow that says, comparing to last year, the sales are going up. Okay, and we should have another arrow that goes down whenever the previous year comparing to current year, is actually going down. Should have a down arrow as well. So I'm going to create here a calculated field, and then I'm going to call this trends. Okay, I'm going to call this trend actually. So my calculated field is going to be called trend, and my trend is simply going to be if actually my percent change, right, if percent change, okay, is positive, it's greater than 0, okay, then I'm going to have something like we can put, like, if it's positive, then up arrow. If close, okay, so if the percent change is positive, we are going to use up arrow again, and then if the percent change is negative, we're going to use down arrow. And it's very simple to get the arrows right. It's over here. You can just go to insert and then symbol, and for this symbol I use normal text. So in normal text, when you scroll down, you will clearly see these two arrows here, the up and down arrow, and then you can insert and have it on your Word. It actually is a Word document, right? So when you have it on Word, you can just copy and then paste. You copy each of them and then you paste inside here, and then you have it here, and you can apply this to your trend. So that's what I did. Now when you have the trend, we can put it in the details, okay, and we did as we did earlier on, which is actually double clicking here, and then we are going to insert here. So you go here, you go insert, because it's a calculated field, it can be inserted, and you insert the trend and put some space here between the two. You can apply it. Clearly you see it's showing up here, like an upward arrow here. It's clearly it's telling you that this is going up, right? Because we have 5% increase this year sales as compared to the previous year. Okay.